Hello folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. And when last we left off, we returned to Magran's Fork with the objective of going to Anslog's Compass. Alternatively, we could go back to Black Meadow and clear that out. There's a whole half of that map that we've yet to explore. And you know what? The more I'm thinking about that, the more I'm believing that that's the right course of action. There might be goodies there that help us out. Also, I note that we need to change our custom positioning because there's somebody standing way back there. Now, are we going to get ambushed as we run over? It doesn't seem like we are. This also gives you an opportunity to see how good the arquebus is. I'm hoping it's going to be incredibly powerful. I've invested 2 talents in it already. So, the person that's standing there is the bear. Right, we need to change that. So, if I modify this and put you there, and you there, and I switch you to use the S-stock, then we have a decent front line. Also, let's see what everyone's "you've clicked me too much" dialogue is.
Following your lead.
That's not it.
Following your lead.
That's not it either.
Following your lead. Hmm? What?
Nope.
Sorry. I was thinking up a song. What rhymes with watcher? Wait! I've lost my notes! No, wait. They're in my pocket.
Ha Oh, you.
Hmm?
And next Durance?
Hmm?
What?
Not yet.
You don't want what I have, Watcher. Some flames spread easier than others.
Fair enough, I'll stop prodding.
How may I help?
And now Aloth.
How may I help?
A few more clicks.
Aye?
One more.
How may I help?
One more.
I'm glad we're traveling together too, but isn't this a bit much?
Fair enough, right.
I'm here.
Let's go back this way, back to Black Meadow, and explore the southern part of the map. There's also an enemy on the far eastern side of the map that we should deal with while we're here. Got that area, and we've got all of this, so let's start looking
I'd
around.
be glad to.
In the way we know best,
I'm here.
sneaking. Come along, you two. It's
I'm here.
sneaky time. Hopefully there'll be something good here. Ah, here is a witched. They look like they're undead. Okay,
Aye?
let's change our positioning about.
Following your lead.
Like so. Put you here,
I'm here.
and then... Have at thee!
Stand together!
And we fire! And then we back up.
Brave thou
Okay,
not believe.
that dealt a huge amount of damage. 58. And there's a lot of you. Okay, so you're
Following your lead.
starting to perform. I don't know how that works, but either way, you're going to have at thee. You're going to use this, and have at thee. You're going to do this. And now, we're going to do that,
How may I help?
and we're going to do Arcane Barrage. Like so.
I'm here.
You're going to start focusing here. You can take a while to read... Oh. They're all dead. I don't think they were especially powerful. This reeking flesh once held a bound soul. With its energy fading, the flesh is entering a rapid decay.
I'm here.
Yeah, I think they were especially vulnerable to Durance's holy radiance. That makes sense. So, nothing here we can loot.
I'm here.
But there's probably stuff
Not a
we can
sound.
explore. There is the remnants of a path here. Ooh! Leads to something we can loot. And this is some river
here.
reed. Makes sense. Buy some water. Oh, there's something here. There's also a deer. Dear me, what is this sight? This overturned cart bristles with crossbow bolts. Bloodstains darken the cracked wooden slats. We're being spotted, I think, by the deer. maybe by something else. It might be you that's spotting us. Yeah, it's you. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a hostile target,
I'm here.
but it's just you. We're not that bothered if you spot us. So we can go to Anslog's compass from here, if we want to. We don't right now. We want to go to this crossroads and investigate.
Yes?
Oh, there's a tent here. Oh, I don't want you going forward.
I'm here.
I want to check this out with just you two. A spare bedroll is laid out in this tent, but there's no sign. There's no other sign of Kith. Oh! Well, someone's dead! This happens with alarming regularity, Lurin finding dead corpses. And here is a fine hunting bow. Which is fantastic for you. But there's also 88 copper panned, camping supplies, already have the max amount, and a potion of iron skin. You can have that for now. Make a note of those camping supplies. We'll be back for them later.
At once.
There's also you. Ah, there's also spiders. Okay, can I get close enough to get what's there? The answer is yes. There's a lot of panned and a potion of Wizard's Double. Create a duplicate of the caster to distract enemies, granting the caster a high deflection bonus against a single attack. So it's the equivalent of that first level D&D spell that creates one mirror image. Spiders, eh? We can probably deal with spiders. Probably.
Yes?
Alright, let's get the group assembled. Like so. Okay, that's not the way I actually want to be assembled. I want to be assembled this way. That's much better. I didn't mean to press that. I meant to press escape. My bad. I know at least there is a command prompt now. And we'll move
Yes?
forward. There's the spiders.
I'm here.
I could shoot you. I have to be a little bit
I'm
closer
here.
to shoot you.
Following your lead.
As an aside, do you have a hunting bow? Probably better that I give you the fine hunting bow. There we go. It's a little bit better. With that,
I'm
we're
here.
going to go here. Oops, still not get your attention. There we go, we've got your attention now.
Crave thou Philon.
Okay, wait for you to get close.
I'm here.
We will have that be our target there. I need you to start shooting.
Following
I
your
need you to
lead.
start attacking. You start attacking. You start attacking.
Aye?
You start arcane barraging. And you blast everything with Holy Radiance, like so. There we are. And almost everything's dead.
Following your
Get the
lead.
feeling we're a little too high level for this area. I'm not going to complain. Alright, here we have a spear spider leg. I like grabbing that loot. Is there anything else here? No.
I'm here.
But I bet there are more goodies to be found further to the east. Quietly we step forth, looking for more stuff. Following this small, windy pathway.
I'm here.
I like the music. Music being sort of peaceful, but also a little foreboding, a little mysterious.
I'm here.
Now, this little clearing here promises to have in it ooh, a reagent. I'll take it. A Berath's Bell. Doing a good job of clearing out this part of the map. I'm also doing a good job of getting separated from my party. Don't get too separated from the party, Lirin.
I'm here.
We get ambushed. Be very difficult to run back to them. Oh! Hello?
I'm here.
How are you? Let's go to here.
Yes?
Let's get you ready to fire a shot.
I'm here.
A little out of range. A little out of range.
Stand!
Aha! Now we run. That dealt some damage, but not a huge amount. It's only a forest troll, though. We've taken care of forest trolls. Right.
Yes.
Same thing as before. Do this.
Aye?
And this. Use all of our
What?
non-limited abilities. Really should be using the knockdown as well. Use that.
I'm here.
And then attack. Take a while to reload. However, when you do reload, yeah, 71. Takes a while for you to get a shot off, but oh my arquebus. It is ridiculous. I like it. I like it a lot. So what else is
Yes.
over here if you're there?
Yes.
The answer is... there's remains of something here. Oh, looks to be the remains of a dragon. The bones feel as hard as stone, yet surprisingly light. Okay. Nothing here otherwise. No loot amongst the corpse of the dragon? No. No loot. Best move forward.
I'm here.
Anything else here? Ah! There's a corpse here! Right. Corpse here guarded by some... It might be whites rather than witched. It probably is white. Alright. Need you to move forward. Move forward a bit more. You're all going to turn around, that's fine. And when you get close, I'm just going to blast you all with this. Yep. And that just kills you. That just kills you.
Yes? You're...
And they're gone too. Still haven't figured out how this chanting mechanic works.
I'm here.
I'm sure I will in time.
Absolutely.
So, a body. We didn't
You're
move it on stealth.
quite friendly, aren't you?
What are you carrying? Oh, I see a magic item. And that magic item is... Fulvano's boots. Though never as famed as he would claim, this is the same, but this is different. This pair of boots is said to have belonged to Fulvano, and the initials burned into leather would seem to bear that out. Fulvano was very particular about his boots, for they had to endure a great deal of use, and they were constructed to be as hardy as the wearer. Plus 1 con. Well, I know who's getting that. You. Plus 1 con is definitely a warrior thing. So, your con currently is 16. Your con is now 17, which improves your health and endurance, and a little bit of your saves. Fantastic. There's not a lot left of this map for me to
Yes.
explore, so let's go over here. Stealth again.
I'm here.
Find the final few opponents. I know there are a couple over here that I missed before. Oh, another dead dragon. I wonder what killed them. Or who killed them? No reagents. This leads to here. Ah! That leads to one of the trolls. We could take out a troll. That said, taking out patrols are only going to
here.
get us reagents at this point. It's only going to get us reagents. I could blast you from here. I think I will.
Yes.
How about thee? Bang goes the arquebus. And that's a decentish amount of damage. Right. You do this. And we will start reloading. You can have at thee. Don't need you to do that. You're not talking anymore. I wonder why you're not talking. You should be when I click you. Nah, I'm sure it's something I can figure out. Anyway,
Following your
move forward. You use this.
Aye?
You use this. And you knock them down. There we go. There we are. And we're ready to fire. That's a lot of damage. And we're pretty much done. You can just start firing that off. And we have prevailed. Fantastic. I'll take the flash. And the only places we have left to explore
I'm
is
here.
that area there. So, let's head there.
Yes.
I'll bring the party to here. Bring you two further forward. And then have you stealth. Let's see if we can find any other goodies in the... Oh, there's a goodie. And there's a stone. Burned lady. Anything by the stone? No. What about over here? The answer is also no. This area, pretty bereft of stuff, although it does have a very pretty sight. With that, we have finished exploring the Black Meadow, and it was worth it because we got those boots that make Idea that much better.
I'm here.
You know what we should do? We should speak to Aloth. I think that's a good idea. We've
I'm
spoken
here.
to Idea. Let's now talk to the wizard. He's been in our party for slightly longer,
What?
after all. Hello, Aloth. Let's chat. Aloth looks at you with quiet attentiveness. How may I be of service? How long were you in Gilded Vale, Aloth? He shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that it had been advertised. Tell me about Idea. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I'll always think of the forests and fields of Idea as home. We've thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. He frowns. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. Has it been difficult to adjust to Badirwood? People here are informal, hot-blooded. His mouth twists into a wry smirk, more attentive to insult than to duty. But as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. He steeples his fingers. I've gotten accustomed enough to keep my thoughts to myself anyway. Any thoughts on what I should do next? Well, you're in charge here, and as far as I'm concerned, any place is better than Gilded Vale. His eyes dart to Adir. No offense. That's all. Well, that was a quick conversation. Must speak to you. Thought I felt your eyes on me. Now come the words. I had questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
Tell me about Magran. Oh, you know her. You must. He gives a bitter chuckle, then his tone evens out. She's a many-headed wench. What's your view on Magran, then?
She's a goddess, as fickle as they come, and with all the failings you'd expect of an empress and a whore. Too many eyes, too many wants, too much to hold on to. That's the failing of a god. More aspects than words to describe her, like most of them. A god with many nations to oversee, only serves to spread herself too thin.
Although flame rarely crosses twice, so perhaps that is the only truth she embraces. Who knows? Gods get greedy. When it comes to fire, fire is a god's hunger. What are her aspects, then? Dorrance begins to count his fingers, chanting them off. War transforms, fire consumes, trials purify, warfare, fire consuming, purification, and most of all, transforming. Trials as well, but all things are put to the test anyway. A trial can consume, purify, transform. They are all linked, although at its heart is the flame, and the flame is what matters. It is the source of all things. Guess they should have started with that, eh? Any fool around a campfire knows that. Without flames, we would have made little progress in the dark. To hear some of the inner fires tell it around the hearth and bellows, even in the halls of Ashfall, you'd think that fire brought life to man, and that fire was Magran. Some of the older texts says she rubbed her hands together when they burst into flame, or another god shafted her like a poker. There are different perspectives on her, then? He grunts. Mine is only one side among many. Durrance frowns, pauses, then his eyes take on an eager gleam. But here's one. I can speak to how the losing side sees her, and that should tell you enough. Let me speak of what an Adiran sees. What does an Adiran see? Yadirans have a proper, polite translation for her. Excellence in war, tactical discipline. That's why they lost the colony, of course. They were probably still quoting that while we had them bent across the decks. All their guns and cannons are fine, but useless when your staff is cracking light into their skulls, dispensing red gifts left and right. Durance's fist tightens, then he laughs. Adherents call that elevation, divine awareness. Those words are welcome as crap on one's boots, and that's all they took back with them while they were running. He shakes his head. A lesson learned at the wrong time. Almost feel a pang of sympathy for them. Almost. Lesson? What do you mean? The title of a god isn't knowing a god, adhering to words rather than walking the path, testing yourself in the heat of it. Walk until the words are stripped away, and you feel it burning in your heart. That is the lesson. That endearing politeness, that pretty adherence to the word of Scripture, as they saw it, that burned their ships, scarred them, kept them running throughout the Deerwood campaign. Divine awareness. There's no truth faith in waiting to be tested. The best in battle have already crapped themselves plenty, crapped themselves until they're dry, and could focus on the killing. Enough about Magran. I have other questions.
And what troubles you now?
I wanted to know more about you. Where are you from?
Where I hail from? From one of Magran's fires. A cathedral, ashfall, made of blackened trees. I studied the scriptures there, the fires carved into the land, the trunks of the burnt trees, and in the factories where the rifles and cartridges were shaped. All are chapels in other devotions.
Other devotions? Durance nods. For Magran, any fire is enough for worship, physical or not. A blacksmith's anvil, a craftsman's bench, all areas where fire is waiting to be born. Durance snaps his fingers. It just needs a spark, like an alchemical fire, or a spark to cartridges, to speed them to their purpose. Their purpose? Durance tilts his head, thinking. Well, their purpose then. It was many thens ago. Durance scratches his beard. Beard was a little brighter than now. But yes, cartridges, guns all had a purpose, and that purpose was punching holes in mages and letting their pompous air hiss out. Durance gives a half smile, then a nod. Woke their kind right up and kept them staring at the ceiling in the dark instead of sleeping. That's for certain. Aloth rolls his eyes. Pompous air indeed. A little violence as an accounting, an answer for unchecked power, well, Magran gives an answer for that. Magran puts soldiers and mages on equal footing. Durance nods again. Mages were troublesome in that time. Firearms made every man a mage, and a caster's pretty arcane shield was little match for them. It turned each commoner into a beast that could spit fire. It leveled the field of battle, that's for certain. Made many a mage a grave. Interesting that gunpowder can do that. I wonder if it's the speed of the projectile or how small it is that helps it break through the shields. Either way, tell me more about Ashfall, Durance. Durance grunts. You're more curious about it than most of Magran's faithful. What else can you tell me about Ashfall? What more to tell? Durance frowns, his hand tightening on his staff again, his fingers seeming to sink to the wood. It is one of the greatest fires of Magran, the high seat. Some say the blackest, not of evil, but of ash, all that remains after fire has fed. He pauses. I called it a cathedral once. That's not the full truth of it. It's more a battlefield. It lies in the heart of the War of Black Trees. Its timbers built from the burned forest there, each timber blessed by fire, and one of Magran's greatest battles. Many of us helped shape the war effort there, with flames and firearms. What's the cathedral like? Massive, beautiful, blessed by the goddess. Flame cannot strike it twice. Durance's eyes travel to his ashen staff, studying the etchings. Beneath, tunnels and chambers, bellows and fire pits, and many of the faithful looking for a means to bring fire to the world. He turns his gaze from the staff to you. Guns, explosives, alchemy, all of these are our holy symbols, and we are eager to share. That staff of yours seems like your holy symbol. Keep troubling me, and I may extend the tithe bowl for each question. Enough questions for now. Let the road keep us until the next campfire. Fair enough, we have
Yes?
been silenced by Durance, and that's okay, because when we come back, folks, we'll make our way over to Anslog's compass. Shouldn't take us too long to get there. We can probably get there from here. No, we actually have to go to Magran's Fork and then head south. I didn't remember if I had tried to head south before, but I hadn't. Right.
Yes?
South is, as you can imagine, to the south, and we don't need to travel far to get there. We'll head in this direction, and when we come back, we'll go find that midwife that we were told to seek out. See if we can get that potion. And see if we can find more foes to use this arquebus on. The arquebus is best suited to singular targets than mass groups, but the rest of the group are here to deal with the masses. We'll focus on the hefty foes. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for
I'm
those
here.
notifications. I'm gonna grab this reagent.
I'd be glad
And
to.
I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.